So it appears that we are in pre-labor. She started panting and she's been panting off and on, napping off and on. It's Thursday evening, so we shall see how it progresses. We've got our basket ready and we're ready to deliver these babies. I can feel her belly like contracting, so, and it does like harden up. She'll start panting and she's been digging up all her bedding, so we shall see if today is the day. She's still working on it. So I'm in here on my cushions just waiting to assist. But she keeps panting and nesting and contracting. So it's still gonna be a while, but we're ready. Huh, Nala? So it's the next morning. We've been up all night, off and on. I do believe that her water has somewhat of a break because she is dripping. See, she's cleaning herself right now. She's still panting and pacing. We've been going potty quite a bit because she feels the pressure. So labor always takes very long. So especially in bigger the dog, the longer it takes. So it is about 6 a.m. So you figure we started this yesterday. So it's gonna be still a long road before we actually see puppies. We have 2 babies so far. A platinum and a regular Merrill. And Mama's still working on it. She's doing very good. Yes, you're doing very good, Mama. So her water was leaking, and then she just started pushing, and then when she pushed obviously out the sack of water, and then the little platinum Merrill or blue Merrill was born, a little boy, and then she had a little girl Merrill. So these are Diesel's puppies, so Diesel must carry Merrill too. So we shall see. So we just had baby number 4. He didn't come out with the placenta, so she's pushing right now, so she may be delivering the placenta or another puppy. So as I told you before, Nala comes from Frank and Fiona, and they both carry piebald. So piebald is the white with spots. Nala is her granddaughter, so she actually carries piebald too because she just delivered a piebald baby. Diesel also carries piebald, so both parents have to carry it to produce it. So they just had this little guy, and he is a Merrill piebald. He's just eating with his mummy. So I was pretty excited because I did never have Nala color tested, so I wasn't sure if they would, but she does have her grandparents' genes. She does carry piebald, so that's good to know. We knew Diesel did because he was color tested. So pretty exciting. So we're on so she's delivered 4, so we still have at least 5 to go. She's doing very well, delivering pretty fast for my experience. Sometimes it can be a long wait. She's doing really well. She'll take a break and then she'll go back to like pushing, and then she'll just take a break. So right now she's panting. She has been pushing. So we'll see how it goes. Hello everybody. Today is Saturday. It is about 24 hours after the birth of Nala and Diesel's puppies. You can hear them. Mom's cleaning them, so they're giving her a run for her money. So we ended up delivering 7 puppies. We were waiting for puppy 8 or 9, but it never happened. So I went back and kind of looked at the x-rays and kind of saw how they might have miscounted. If you're looking at all those little spines, they intertwine so well. There was only 7 puppies there. There wasn't 9 or 8. And she by far, this is the easiest whelp that we've had. She went into labor Friday and ended up sleeping Friday night, you know, kind of panting off and on like mothers do. And I'm just trying to get them rearranged here. She decided to lay down. So she was in labor like Friday. She was panting and we just kept an eye on her. I got the cot set up in the room and I stayed in here with her. She got up off and on, you know, during the night. A lot of times they'll feel the pressure, so they'll have to go to the bathroom quite a bit. So she did that. Got everything pretty much emptied out, her bowels and stuff. And then Saturday morning we got up and again, she went potty and stuff and only was drinking water. And then I just noticed that her water was leaking. And it wasn't much long after that she actually started pushing. So we had basically all the puppies were delivered by noon, which is relatively short. We did think there was 8 or 9, so we were waiting, but we never, I went back, it was a couple hours, and the way that she had been laboring, it just seemed like kind of weird that she would now start waiting a lot of hours in between, where before it was her last 2 weren't even, they were under 2 hours coming out, it maybe even less than an hour. So I took out the ultrasound and looked around and I didn't see any more skulls or spines or anything. I just saw like tissue, no bones. So then I took out the x-ray and started looking at it and kind of realized that, oh, I think they overcounted the puppies. So all in all, we ended up with 7 healthy, good sized puppies. We don't really have any runts here. They're all good size. All came out really already latching right away, which is a good sign, wanting to eat, and that's what they were doing. So everything went great. Our smoothest delivery yet to date. Usually I'm used to over 24-hour deliveries. So mom is great. Let's take a look at those puppies.
Let me just say one thing about Piebalgs. Look how cute he is. His name is Rocky. He does have a home. He's so cute. One person said, oh, you know, I don't have experience with that. You might want to have, you know, somebody that was on our boys puppy list actually thought he was a double marrow because he's so white. I get it. You don't really know, but no, a double marrow would come from 2 marrows breeding together. As we know, this is mom. She is a marrow. Dad is a mantle tan point. He is not a marrow. So Rocky is definitely not a double marrow. He's a piebald. So he's been correctly bred, and they both carry piebalds. That's how she was able to produce black.
So I you know, kind of educated her a little bit, because just knowing is the key. So she didn't realize. So I never really thought about it until I was like, yeah, I guess you could make that mistake. So mom is still panting off and on, and that just means her uterus is going back down to size, and when you breastfeed, it kind of triggers that. So she really had a beautiful litter. She had a couple regular marrows like herself, and all of our marrows have white tipped tails. All this whole litter actually has white tipped tails. So she had a couple marrows. She also had a black mantle. That's what the dad is. He's a black mantle, but he's tan point. She wouldn't be a showing tan point because mom's not. And she's not a genetic tan point either. That means she doesn't carry it. We did have one little black girl. Her name is Raven. She is beautiful. She's our biggest one, I think. She's always smart and finds the back teats and goes to town. They all have homes. Look at the little face on this guy. He's beautiful. Oh, I know, buddy. And then we have another girl. So we ended up with 3 boys and 4 girls. Let's see if we got everybody here. He's got somebody under her arm, her baby. He is a blue Merrill. So you can kind of see the difference. He's next to his mom. His spots are blue, mom's spots are black. That's a good indication on a blue Merrill. So Nala does come from Ebby. Ebbies are blue. So she carries blue because they wouldn't be able to produce blue fawns. So she has 2 blue fawns, a black, a regular mantle, and a piebald. So 7 total. And really pretty colors. Mom, hey. You said I gotta lick up this blanket. So this is Nala's first litter, mothering. So we're keeping a close eye on her. She's doing great. Like, the puppies do, tend to, they're in the basket together. So if someone wipes the bum on the other one, you'll see a little bit of poop. So she's keeping them clean. We're helping her clean up, but she does pretty good. I'll put them out to her, and she's getting them cleaned up, cleaning their bums, knowing what her job is. And she's eating and doing everything normally. So I'm really happy with everything that turned out. She definitely knows these are her babies. She did have them natural.
We did not have to do a C-section. She did have a singleton before, and we did a C-section to try to save the puppy.
And ultimately, he did not survive. So, I wanted to do a natural breeding for her. Not breeding, a natural whelping. So she knows these puppies are hers, and you can see the difference. She's motherly towards them. She knows these are her babies. She's still figuring things out, but she's doing very well. She still has had them natural, so she is still leaking, and you want to see that with whelping. If she didn't, then I would be nervous for pyrometria, which can be an infection in her uterus. We've had that before, and it's a serious problem. So all is well. All these guys do have homes. We did have some people that were bumped to the next list. Either they weren't the right colors that they wanted, or we didn't have enough of that sex. So that does happen, but we have some that people do get what they want. So obviously Mom's Merrill genes are pretty strong here, and Diesel must carry Merrill too, because we ended up with a lot of little Merrills, and this is the Merrill piebald. He's just the cutest little thing. And I just love, he's got the one big spot on his side, and then he's got it in the back of his bum, in his tails. Super cute. So Nala has piebald in her genetic line from Fiona and Frank, which you guys know that we have Fiona and Frank still, her grandparents. So it's traveled down the line on her father's side, and she actually is a carrier of piebald too. So yeah, so she's a carrier of the piebald. And they all have white tip tails, even this little lady does, Raven. I love her name. We have a Rocky, Raven, a Sledge. He's under here. I believe this is him sleeping, little boy. So exciting. And then we have I think Eva's on day 55, so we'll get ready for her too. So Eva's on day 55 of her pregnancy. She's the one with a singleton. Still saw just a singleton. I I'm gonna see how she does too. I'm gonna, you know, let her try to whelp that puppy at home. If we fall into problems, we have a reproductive team that that we always can go to. Like same with Nala. If we had any problems, they knew her. They were aware that she was pregnant, and we've been customers for a while with them, so we can go in. Sorry, I'm just adjusting the puppies, so we can go in at any time. They're really great. But I just, you know, I've done all the, with Nala Singleton last time, I did all that pre-care and getting ready for C-section to ensure that that puppy survived, and it still didn't. So, I mean, I almost feel like it's a 50-50 chance if you go and have a C-section and do all that. And it's surgery on mom, so it's something I try to avoid. Everybody does things different, but that's how I do it. You have to look at these babies. Look at him. Look at her little butt hanging out. So they just, and you can just see, she loves being a mom. She said, "What's up, kids? Your babies are okay. They're just talking." And when I have them in the basket, I have monitored here. You squishing her little head. So I, look at this, Como with milk around the lips. So when I'm not in here and they're in the basket, I'll watch her through the camera, and you could see her get up and go look in the basket and start cleaning them, standing up from the basket. So she really does have the hormones. She really does know these are her babies. So we couldn't ask for a better whelp, and I'm hoping for a good 8 weeks with these little scoots. But we'll see, you know. Sometimes there's bumps in the roads, and we're used to that. But everything went well. We still are waiting on Eva's puppy. Within a week, she should be ready to have that little puppy. And I'm going to monitor him or her and see how big he is, and then make my executive decision on if I think C-section is best, or if I think the puppy doesn't look that big, if she could try to whelp it. She has whelped her own puppies in the past. So, with that being said, this little lady, let me see if I can get her without mishandling her. I don't want her to feel like she's falling. So this little lady is going to stay here with us. We've decided to, we knew we were going to keep one from the litter, and I really liked her colors. I love mantles. She does look like her dad, but she also looks like Frank, my big mantle, and that would be her great-grandfather. And Frank's getting up there in age, and we just thought she would be the best fit for us. We haven't come up with a name yet, so if you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. But Diesel's her dad, Nala's her mom, and I was kind of looking for a cool name for her, but I haven't gotten one that I'm settled and convinced that I want. So that's the update for now. We're still waiting on Eva, and we do have people that will go on to Ebby's list. She's our next to go into heat, and we are waiting on Lexi Lou too. Lexi is our beautiful Harlequin that goes into heat when she sees fit, but she is due to go into heat. She's been due to go into heat, so it could happen anytime. So she will be bred with Hurley, and they do have beautiful puppies. Hurley is her and him and Diesel have a lot of common personalities. They're like goof troops. So that's it for today. Thank you.